All right, Aquarius, welcome. We're going to jump it right into your March tarot reading. We're looking at an analysis from Venus Malay to figure out what key energies are really at play for you this month.
Okay, let's get right into it. The big theme for you this March, it's all about control and self-determination. If you've been feeling like other people, maybe your family or just circumstances, have been calling the shots, well, that's all about to change. You are taking the wheel. You're becoming the boss of your own life.
So, what does that actually look like? Taking control. Well, this month is really about finding a new balance. Things are finally starting to click and fall into place. But, and this is a big but, this whole balancing act comes with a very specific dynamic with another person that you really need to keep an eye on. And here's where it gets really interesting, this duality. On one hand, you're stepping into your power, taking charge, but on the other, you might just find yourself in a real standoff, specifically with the Sagittarius. The reading suggests that you could literally mirror each other's stubborn streak. You know that kind of situation where nobody wants to back down? Yeah, it's going to be a real test of wills.
Okay, so let's shift gears a bit and talk about your career. Success this month, well, it's not going to come from where you think it will. The path to your goals, especially your money goals, is probably going to be a little roundabout. Think unexpected channels. And this slide breaks it down perfectly. So instead of, say, getting that raise or landing a new job in the usual way, money might come to you from somewhere else. Maybe you take a course, learn a new skill, and start making money from that. Or maybe you get some support from family, or even an inheritance that frees you up to finally go after a goal you've had for a while.
And you know what's so wild about this? It's the precision. The reading really points to this feeling of, wow, I thought it would be exactly this amount, and it was. So if you've been aiming for a super specific number, doesn't matter if it's money in the bank or a score on a test, get ready to hit that target right on the bullseye. All right, let's talk about love. Because for Aquarius this month, the energy is, well, it's split. We're talking two totally distinct, almost opposite camps.
So, according to the reading, you're probably in one of two modes right now. On one side, you're the love warrior. You're fighting for your relationships, putting family first, ready to go to bat for the people you love. And on the other side, you're the love avoider. You're actively dodging romance, seeing it as a complication or just a distraction that honestly you just don't have time for right now. So which one are you? Because here's the thing. It doesn't matter which side of that line you fall on. The message is crystal clear. Love is going to be a huge theme that demands your attention. It's a central part of your story this March, whether you're fighting for it or fighting to get away from it. Okay, now this is where all the energy of the month really comes to a head. All that soul searching, that newfound control, it's all pushing you toward one thing. It is time. Time to stop hiding your talents and finally share them with the world. If you've been that person working on a long-term project, planning everything perfectly behind the scenes, that whole phase is shifting. This month is all about action. It's about being seen, about making your mark. The energy is just perfect for you to step right into the spotlight and show people who you are and what you're capable of. And here are some real-world ways this creative, assertive energy can actually show up. We're talking about anything from finally starting that YouTube channel you've been thinking about to just updating your resume and getting it out there. It could even be something more formal, like in a court case, where you have to stand up and really present yourself with total confidence. Okay, now we're going to go a little deeper. The reading is telling us to look inward now. The focus is shifting to your subconscious mind, to hidden fears, family patterns, and yeah, there are a few important warnings to pay attention to. So, the moon card pops up, and that's a big deal. It suggests you might have these moments where you don't quite feel like yourself. Maybe you say something or do something impulsively that you regret later. But, and listen to this because it's important, the reading says the outcome of these moments is actually going to be positive. So don't be afraid of those little impulsive slips. They might just lead you somewhere unexpectedly awesome. And this leads to a really fascinating point about inheritance. I know we're not just talking about money here. You might feel this strong pull towards a career or a skill that's been in your family for generations. Maybe law, or even something like carpentry. But there's a flip side to this. It's also a heads up to be really mindful of hereditary health issues. So yeah, definitely pay attention to your family's medical history. I absolutely love this metaphor from the reading. It's like, think of your character as a garden. As you grow and evolve, you're tending to it. And the specific flowers you choose to cultivate, those unique qualities you nurture, they are exactly what someone else out there, whether it's a partner, a friend, or even a boss, is looking for. Your personal growth is literally making you the perfect match for something wonderful. So, what does this all boil down to? It's simple, really. You have to tune in. Your intuition, your gut feeling, that little inner voice, that is your best guide this month, period. It's what's going to help you navigate all the opportunities, the challenges, and these huge creative shifts that are heading your way. And that really leaves us with this final thought. For you, Aquarius, March is all about empowerment, creativity, and making conscious choices. The universe is basically asking you, who do you want to be, and what do you want to grow? The ground is so fertile right now, and you're the one holding the seeds.